Good morning, Kinders. Happy Tuesday, April 28th. Let's hop in and get started. Your first task is handwriting. Name at the top. Here's your sentence today. You can write a story. Once in print, once in cursive, your nicest letters. Then your sight words. Remember, we want to look at these, not have to sound them out, see them and know exactly what they are. You, Y-O-U, can, C-A-N, and by. Like I'm sitting by my friend, or that story is by me, okay? So print cursive. Remember, you can go next to my letters or under my letters, however many times you want to practice, but make sure it's your nicest handwriting and you come back and work on those sight words. That's job 1. Task 2, the bottom half of our ASH page. Now, this part here is a little tricky. What they've done is taken our ASH words and mixed them up. And if we were in class, I'd help you see that you can color A-S-H every time and see what letters are left, because that will help you unscramble the word. But for today, I'm just gonna help you do it, okay? So, number 1 has an R at the front. So if we put and then A-S-H, we get rash. Rash, like you have an itchy rash. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, if we take out ASH, we get TR at the start, and that's trash. Like you have to take out the garbage, take out the trash. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 has a B at the beginning. Ash, bash. Remember, that means to smush something. Bash. Or it can mean a party too. Number 4 is cash, which is a name for money, cash. Number 5 is crash. And number 6 is dash. Okay? Make sure you get your B's and D's going the right way. Here are your 6 words that need to be written down right here on your ASH page. Okay? Then your last part of that is to cut your words apart and put them in order. They are in order again on your page. So go left to right, top to bottom. So starting here, we go bash, cash, crash, dash, flash, hash, slash, rash, smash, trash. And if you look, it's following the alphabet. Remember, that's the alphabetic order. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. See how they're going in order of the first letter, okay? So cut these out, glue them, you're done with job 2. Job 3 should be pretty quick. We're going to talk about the opposite of antonyms. So remember, we talked about antonyms being words that are opposite each other, like tall, short, little, big, girl, boy, happy, sad, light, dark, day, night, okay? Antonyms, opposites. Today we're going to talk about synonyms. And synonyms are 2 words that mean basically the same thing, okay? So here's what we're going to do. You're going to take your piece of paper, fold it in half. It's a little tight. And then you're going to cut just the top layer into 2 pieces, and we will do 2 synonym pairs. Not cinnamon, not the spice, synonym. Okay? So I've got it cut like this. So I've got 2 flaps and then a blank page on the bottom. So let's start with this. I'm going to say that building is very big. Okay? I'm going to draw a big building. Maybe think of a skyscraper. And I'm going to write big. Then I have to be thinking in my head, what's another way I could say that building is big? That building is very big. Okay, so I've got a big building. Now in here I could draw another building or something else that's big, maybe a mountain, but I have to think of a different way to say the same thing. Instead of saying this mountain is big, I could say this mountain is huge or large. Okay, so I'm going to say large. Big and large. So here's my big. and here's my large. See how they mean the same thing? So here's what I challenge you to do. You can copy my big and large, but over here I want you to pick one of these words and try to write a synonym, okay? So if I did pretty, you could draw a pretty girl, pretty flower. If I do pretty here, what's another way to say the same thing? If this girl's pretty, this girl could be beautiful or lovely, okay? Or if you want to do, my house is cozy. That's another way to say cozy. Warm, homey, okay? The sun is bright. The sun is shiny, okay? So you need to pick one more pair of synonyms. The easiest I would say is to do pretty, because I know we all know another word for pretty. Beautiful, lovely, okay? Happy, you could probably think of another way to say happy or sad. So I could say I'm happy, I am glad, I am thrilled, I am cheerful. And here you could say I'm sad, or I am miserable, or I am bummed, okay? So another pair of synonyms right here. That's your third job. Your fourth job is sounding out some words. So I'm gonna get my paper and fold it into fourths. I've got scratch paper, so you might be able to see through it, okay? There's my scratch paper. Now here are your words. Web, remember that's the tricky one. Big E, okay? B. Okay, web. 3 sounds. Rat. This is a at. Rat. Okay? Bib. Make sure it says bib and not did. Make sure your B's are going this direction. Ib. Okay? Like a baby bib. You can decorate it any way you want. And then log. Okay? Now, I'm going to draw my web quickly. Okay, and I'm just going to do a bunch of circly, swirlies with lines going through. Now, you could just draw the word web. Or, if you're ready for more of a challenge, you could say, we see a web. So we need a capital W at the beginning, we. Then C, that's one of those sight words, S-E-E, a web. Okay? So you can just write the word, or if you're ready for a challenge, you can write a sentence. We see a web. Make sure you have a capital, a period, and nice spaces. Then you can do the same thing. We see a log, we see a bib, we see a rat. Okay? That is your fourth job. Your fifth job is reading. And then your sixth job is actually something you can do with mom and dad if they have time today, okay? You put your name and date at the top, and then you're just gonna point to these numbers and tell mom and dad what they are. So you can point to this and say, oh, that's 4. Oh, that's 11, okay? Go through as many as you know. If you get to the bottom and you don't know all of them, that's okay. Just do the ones you can, okay? Then here, you can figure this out. You can use your fingers, you can use groups of crayons, you can use your brain, you can draw dots, okay? So you figure out what's 4 plus 11. So you could draw 11 dots and 4 dots, or you could get 11 of your toys and 4 more of your toys, okay? And then write the answer. And then down here, you're doing subtraction. So if I have 9 minus 2, I could get 9 of my favorite doll and take away 2 of them and see how many are left and write the answer, okay? So pluses and minuses. And then down here, you have comparing numbers. So you want to see who's bigger, this guy or this guy. You can circle the bigger guy or do the alligator mouth if you want. Remember, alligator eats the big guy. So circle the big guy or put the alligator mouth in between. Okay, so parents, that's just an assessment to kind of give you a gauge of any areas that we can keep working on to refine these last few weeks. This is an assessment I do in the 4th quarter. I'm giving it to you early so we can kind of work on things. We might give it again if you want to see if they've improved, but it'll show you, oh, maybe we still need to work on 12 and 17, recognizing those. Or, oops, subtraction's still a little tricky, so you can do a little extra subtraction as we kind of phase things out, take jobs down a little, and you have a little more time to refine those skills. So, one more time, quick, your jobs are handwriting, then your Ash family, the second half of it, and then synonyms, remember 2 words that mean the same, sounding out words, reading, and then that math assessment if you have time. All right, that's it for today. I love you. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.